Hey my loves, what's up? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, then welcome, and if you're an oldie, welcome back. So guys, in today's video, we're going to be testing out the new e.l.f. times Electric Mood eyeshadow palette. And then you guys, I also got the e.l.f. times Electric Mood times Pitston. This is the D.La Soul Cream Face Quad. So yeah, I will be trying out both of these products on my face today. So I actually picked both mine up at Target. I ordered online and then I picked up in store. The palette is $16 and then the quad palette is $12. So yeah, I did go ahead and use both of these products today. So if you guys want to see exactly how I use both of them and my final thoughts at the end, go ahead and keep on watching. So today we are going to start with the eyes first. So I'm just going to take some L'Oreal Infallible Concealer and prime up both lids. Just going to take a concealer buffer brush and blend that in. So once I've got that blended, I'm just going to take a damp beauty sponge and just kind of go around it just to make sure it's all nice and blended in. Take the Maybelline Fit Me powder just to set down both the lids. So here's what the packaging looks like when it is open. So it is just hard plastic. These colors look really, really beautiful, you guys, and I'm super excited to play around with this palette. I was going to do a 2 looks in one, but I'm just going to do 1 look for today. And if I do really end up liking it, I might do like a 2-in-1 looks later on. And all of my brushes are so dirty, you guys. I have not had time to clean them up. But this blue shade is really calling my name. I feel like it's so, so pretty. So let's first start with the transition shade, and this shade is called Yellow Tie. Also, you guys, they do have these names written in Spanish right underneath, which I think is really cool. I'm going to take a dirty, fluffy Wet n Wild brush. Again, I have not really cleaned my brushes at all. So in the pan, this looks very mustardy, but I'm getting like pastel yellow on the eyes. I don't really want to do anything crazy, but then again, I don't want to do anything like I always do, because I feel like I always do neutral looks. So far, this shade is really nice though. Alright guys, I'm like really stuck on what I'm going to do with this palette. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and take this shade called Summer Fruit. So it is this deep purple right here. And I'm first just going to start off by packing this right along the outer V, but I will blend it up into the crease. Hopefully this turns out good, guys. So I'm not really picking up really much pigment on my brush. It's definitely not showing up on the eyes like it looks in the pan. Go ahead and try to build that up. I don't know, guys. I feel like this shade is really soft. I mean, I'm trying to pick up a lot of product and build it up, but the shades definitely aren't like buttery. I feel like you definitely can work with them and build them up. They're just not super pigmented. Sometimes that can be better because then it's a little bit easier to blend. So I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other side. So I'm actually going to go in with this shade now called a Central Line. So it is like a pinkish reddish shade. And I'm just going to take this kind of really light-handedly and just blend it right up above that purple shade. I'm going to go back in with the purple, and instead of tapping off my brush, I'm just going to go ahead and just pack it straight on there. Well, I cannot even deal with my camera lens. Like, it has been so messed up, and it's doing that foggy stuff again. So if you guys missed anything, if I have to delete anything out, what I did was I went back in with the deep purple shade, guys, and I literally just packed it on the outer V. Like, I didn't even tap off. Like, I just literally packed because I wanted it more intense than it was. So now, guys, we're just going to go in with some shimmer. Go ahead and with this blue. This is called Winter. And I'm just going to take a flat brush by Morphe that I got in a set. Oh yeah, I feel like these shimmers are only really going to work with like your finger or wetting your brush. It's almost like when you put your brush in them, it just kind of flattens them out. Like, that's what I've gotten picked up, which isn't a whole lot. But let's go ahead and see how it applies. Oh yeah, guys, that's literally almost non-existent. I'm just going to take my finger. Oh my gosh, you guys, that looks literally awful. Like, it's just like literally clumped up. Like, that's all it did. So I'm just going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Thinking if I want to take this darker blue or the darker purple. Let's go ahead and take the darker purple. So that's called Pink Shift. And I'm just going to pop this right here next to the blue. You know, that applied pretty well. At this point, y'all, I'm just like so done. Like, I'm really not liking this eye look at all. And I do not like the formula of this palette. It's just like, honestly, right now, a no for me. Before we go in with the face, I am going to apply some lashes. So I'm going to take the Kiss Lash Couture Naked Drama Lashes. These are full and fluffy volume. So guys, to apply these, I'm actually going to go off camera, but when I come back, we are going to get into that face palette. All right, guys, I'm back. Let's go ahead and jump into the face. So I did do foundation, concealer, and then I set under my eyes. For foundation, I use the L'Oreal Infallible up to 24-hour fresh wear. And then for the concealer, I use the L'Oreal Infallible full wear, which I absolutely love this concealer. And then to set under my eyes, I use the Bare Minerals concealer powder in the shade Well Rested. So now let's go ahead and jump into the face quad. So let's first go in with the bronzer shade. So I'm just going to take this angled brush by Wet n Wild and go into that bronzer shade. I'm just going to start dabbing it right here. Oh yeah, guys, that's pigmented. So I'm just going to go actually back in with my sponge. Just to kind of tone that down a little bit. I'm not really sure like what type of brushes to use for cream bronzer, because usually I use like a stick cream bronzer and then I blend it in with my sponge. So I don't really know how this brush works for that. Can definitely go really light-handed with this. It's kind of hard to pick up just a little bit of product. So I'm just going to take a small smudging brush and I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose. Oh gosh, you guys, this is so creamy. I'm just going to put a little bit right here under my lip. Then to blend that in, I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge and just lightly dab that in. So I'm going to go back in with a little bit of concealer. I'm just going to put a little bit right down the center of my nose. Alright guys, let's go ahead and try the blush shade now. So now for cream blush, I like to go in with a flat foundation brush. Let's go in with this darker toned blush. If this is anything like their putty blush, I'm probably not going to like it. I feel like that is so not pigmented or anything. I feel like I need to like tone my blush down a little bit, because especially in this light and this camera, my blush looks really dramatic sometimes. But I feel like it doesn't look like that in real life. Like that is just one teeny tiny layer. Which I knew I was going to like it. That's why I was most excited about getting this. So not that I think this highlighter is going to do anything, but I am going to use it. But I'm also going to probably lay over top of it with a powder highlighter. Oh yeah, see, this is barely even anything of a highlighter. I would almost probably use this on my lips. Like, it is honestly clear. There is like a little tiny bit of shimmer. So just dot it there. I mean, it gives like a soft, subtle glow. Not my type of highlighter, but it'd be really nice for like a super natural glowy makeup dye. So for highlight, I'm just going to use this kit from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise collection. I'm going to take this shade right here. And then to get my nose, I always go in with a small brush. So I'm first going to go back in with that purple shade, and that is called Summer Fruit. I'm just going to run this along the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take the yellow shade called Yellow Tie. And I'm just going to use it to blend out the purple shade. So to highlight the inner corners, I'm going to take this shade called Shy. Definitely wouldn't say it brightens, but it does give it a nice pop of color. Take the Morphe setting spray and set my face. I literally always have to set my face. Like, if I don't set my face, my makeup is going to be ruined by the end of the day. Normal eyeliner in the shade Black and put it on my lower waterline. I've just been really enjoying putting eyeliner down there because I feel like it really contributes to bringing the look together. All right, guys, so here is the final look. I will go ahead and give you guys a close-up. Now, the real question is, what do I think about this stuff and would I recommend it? Let's first start with the palette. So honestly, you guys, not a fan of this palette at all. I would rate this 3 out of 10 stars. For the mattes I did use, they're not pigmented. They really don't blend well. And for the shimmers, they really sucked. They were super hard to pick up. The only way to really pick them up with is with your finger. And then they get like super chunky personally for me. So yeah, I would not recommend this palette at all. And I'm actually thinking about returning it. I'm gonna have to see if Target will let me return this because this is just not for me. Like, I don't like this at all. Now, on the other hand, for the face quad, you guys, I would give this 100 stars if I could. Definitely 10 out of 10 stars. I highly recommend it. The shades are super duper pigmented. Now, for the highlighter, of course, it's more of like a gloss highlighter, so you're not going to get the full pigment. But on a super natural day, I think this would be really nice. Even like not on a natural day, I feel like for the bronzers and the blushes, they are incredibly pigmented. You can build them up. I decided to keep it a little more soft today just because I've been going really hard with my blush. But yeah, other than that, absolutely love this. 10 out of 10 recommend. I do think it's worth the $12. So it's $12. So you're paying $3 per shade, which is definitely not a bad price at all. And yeah, if you guys ended up liking this video and you guys want to see more videos like this one, please be sure to give this video a big old thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If there's anything at all that you guys want to see next, please let me know. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I'll see you next time.